Hey guys, welcome to this video. In today's video, we will be creating a book selling web app using MERN stack. This video will contain the front-end part and a video containing backend and admin panel will be uploaded soon. You can add this project to your resume. So now let's take a tour for our site. Firstly, as you can see, a Navbar on top with logo on left and navigation on right. When we click on it, it will redirect us to that particular page. After this comes our banner section with some text and image on right. When we search for a book on it, it will take us to that book page. Now after this comes our curated excellence page where there are multiple books card. Here we can scroll by using both buttons and for mobile using the swipe. Here we can add book to our cart. We can increase or decrease the value here. Then comes our bookseller favorites. Here too we can add them to our cart and cart will show you the total quantity. After this comes our about us section with the image on left and text on right. Then comes our legendary volume section. Here we have 3 cards. Once we click on any of them, it will redirect us to books page. Then comes our footer section having navigations and contact details. In about page, we are showing some text and our vision and missions with image on left. Then a team section with social media icons, and then comes our places with timings. Then in book page we have multiple books. Once we type something, it will show that result. It will also show total number of books. Here we have multiple filters option. When selected, it will show them according to the filter. Filters, as you can see, as we have filters like pricing and rating. Then in contact us page, we have to fill our details, and when we hit send button, it will redirect us to web WhatsApp with the data. Now in cart page, we have books and on left and order summary on right. Soon checkout functionality will be uploaded in the next part with the backend. Here we can increase, decrease or remove the book present in the cart, and according to that the total will be changed. This site is fully responsive for all the devices, laptop, tablet and mobile views. Now we have a sign up page as well as a login. Soon backend will be attached to this. So here when we log in, it will create, let me give my details. It will create a token, a demo token in our local storage. And when we click log out, it will remove that token. So this is it. So let's get started. Now open your VS Code. Now go to your Chrome and here search for white React. Then click on the first link, scroll down, copy this command and paste it in your terminal. Give project name as Frontend. Then select framework React and variant JavaScript. Copy this CD Frontend and paste it here. Then install our node packages. Then paste it here. Then after this, search for Tailwind CSS in your Chrome browser. Now click on the first link and here click on the get started. Now click on using white. Let's copy this command here and paste it in your terminal. Now after this, again copy this import statement and now in front end go to white.config.js and paste that line here. Then again copy this and put a comma here and paste it here. Now after this, let's copy this import statement. Open your src. We don't need app.css, remove it. In index.css, paste it here. Now after this, copy this h1 tag and in app.jsx, remove this and type RAFCE. And now remove this app here and let's paste it here. Change class to class name. Now in your terminal type here npm run dev. Now type O and click enter to open it. So our Tailwind CSS is working fine. Let's close this. Now go to index.html and give the title. Title will be Bookseller Frontend. Now after this, go to your main.jsx and remove this strict mode from here. Now remove it. Now again go to your Chrome and search for React Router DOM. Now click on the first link and copy this command here. Now paste it in your terminal. Now after this, let's restart the server. Now here wrap our app component in browser router. Now after this, let's cut the app here and paste it here. Now after this, in src, let's create our components folder. Then after this, in src, let's create another folder, that is pages. Now in components, let's create our first component, that is navbar.jsx. In navbar, type here RAFCE. Now after this, in pages, let's create our page, that is home.jsx. And in this, type here RAFCE. Then let's close this. And now in your app.jsx, let's remove all things. And here let's type here routes. Then in routes, let's type here route and path will be slash and element it will be home. Then let's close this route and now in your Chrome a home is present here. Then let's close all this and now in home.jsx, let's remove this. Open empty parenthesis and here let's type here navbar. Now let's go again here and let's import the navbar. So it will be imported here. Now after this, let's close this. Let's remove this and create a navbar. Type nav, give class name navbar styles dot nav scrolled. So navbar style, let's import the navbar styles. Import navbar styles from /assets/dummy data. So here these files are given in the given link below in the description box. You can download this from the description box, both the dummy data and dummy styles. In dummy styles we have the CSS for all the components, and dummy data will contain the data. So we are importing the styles from the dummy data styles, navbar styles. So this class will be applicable for the navbar. So here we will be having all these classes for the navbar.jsx. Now after this, in this let's type here const scrolled, put a comma, set scrolled is equal to a use state hook. Inside it value will be false. Then after this, let's create a div, give class name navbar styles dot container. So container styles will be applied here. Then another div, give class name flex item center justify between. Then let's create our logo. Then after this, let's type here link tag, and let's import the link tag here. Let's import link from React router DOM. So after this, in link, let's give here / give class name navbar styles dot logo container. The another div, give class name. Class name will be position, will be relative, it will be group. Then another div, and let's close this div right here, and here give class name navbar styles dot logo gradient. Then after this, let's give another div, give class name position will be relative, it will be flex item center. Then our image tag, and in image tag type here logo. Let's import logo. Import logo from /assets/logo icon.png. So here logo icon is this icon. Now after this, in alt, let's type here logo and give class name navbar styles dot logo image. Now let's check, let's refresh it. It shows some error. Okay, so we don't need these braces here, remove it. Now let's refresh again. So our logo is present here. Now after this, let's type here our div, give class name, margin from left will be 2. H1 tag, give class name navbar styles dot logo text, and inside the H1 type here book shell. Then after this H1, let's create another div, and let's close this div tag right here. Give class name, it will be navbar styles dot logo underline. So now once we hover, a line is present here, so it's working fine. Then after the link tag, let's create desktop navigation. Now after this, let's create a div, give class name navbar styles dot desktop nav wrapper. Then inside this, let's type here nav items, and let's copy this, and let's import the nav items. Let's import this from dummy data, assets/dummy data. So in this, the nav items will be these items, which will be having the name, path, icon, color. So after this, inside this, let's type here, let's open another terminal, and inside this, let's install first the Lucid React icons. Let's type here npm, let's copy this and paste it here. Now after this, let's wait till it's installing. Then after this, let's again type here npm run dev, and it will show that we have to install React icons too. So let's install React icons. So now open this link, then copy this command and then paste it in your terminal. Now it will install the React icon packages. Then after this, let's type here again npm run dev and let's close this. So it's working fine. So now after this, let's type here dot map function and inside this type item, create an arrow function, and then let's type here const is active is equal to location dot path name is equal to item dot path. Then return, if this happens, then it will return a link tag, and inside this key will be item dot name. Then to it will be item dot path, and the class name it will have navbar styles dot nav link. So here the path are these paths, that is slash about, books and contact, and name will be these things. Then after this, let's type a div tag, give class name, position will be relative, z index will be 10, flex item center. Then another div tag, give class name, position will be relative. Then another div, and let's close the div right here, and inside this give class name navbar styles dot nav icon wrapper, and inside this item dot color. So we will be passing here the colors. Then after this, let's type here item dot icon and let's create it as a tag. Give class name navbar styles dot nav icon, and inside this is active. Let's close this. Then after this div tag, give span tag, give class name navbar styles dot nav text, and inside this is active, and item dot color will be passed here. Then item dot name will be passing here, so we can see the nav icons are present here. Then after this span tag, let's type here is active, then and let's create a span tag, and inside the span tag give class name navbar styles dot nav underline and item dot color. So let's close this. Now once we select that particular, it will show the underlining here. Then after this div, let's create our right icons. Then let's create a div, give class name navbar styles dot right icon wrapper. Then create a link tag, and inside this link tag give to property will be slash cart, and give class name it will be navbar styles dot cart wrapper. Then another div inside. Then let's remove this and let's close the div right here. Then now inside this div, let's give a class name, that is navbar styles dot cart gradient. Then another div tag, give class name, position will be relative, and then let's type here a icon, that is fa open cart, give class name, it will be navbar styles dot cart icon. So now a cart icon is present here with the effect. Then after this, let's type here total quantity is greater than 0 and create a span tag, give class name navbar styles dot cart patch, and inside this let's type here total quantity. So this quantity will be coming from the later process, so let's comment it for now. Now after this, create a link tag, and inside this link tag give properties to slash login, and now give class name, it will be navbar styles dot login wrapper. Then another div tag, and let's close this div tag right here. Give class name, that is navbar styles dot login gradient. Then after this, let's create another div tag. Give class name, position will be relative. Then let's give a icon, that is user. Give class name, it will be navbar styles dot login icon. So a login icon is present here with the effects and it's working fine. So now after this, let's create here mobile menu button. So it will create the toggle button. Let's create div, give class name. For medium screen, it will be hidden, it will be flex, then item will be center. Then another button tag, and here click here on click property, create an arrow function. Let's define some state, that is const is open, put a comma, set is open. This is for the toggle for the mobile menu. Use a state hook and value will be false. Then after this, type here const location is equal to use location. Then after this, let's type here const cart is equal to use cart. So let's create our use cart. Let's create our cart context here. In src, let's create a folder that is cart context. And in this, let's type here cart context.jsx. Now here, let's type here import create context from React. Then after this, let's type here const cart context is equal to create context. Then after this, let's type here const load initial state. In initial state, let's create a arrow function, and inside this, let's type here if type of window is not equal to undefined. Then in that case, we will be typing here const saved is equal to local storage dot get item cart. So if the window is not defined, then it will get the item cart from the local storage. Then create a try catch block. In try block, let's type here const parsed is equal to saved then question mark. If it's saved, then json.parse method saved. Then in else, it will be null. Then after this, in if parsed and array dot is array, then parsed. So if it's an array dot items, then return parsed. Then in else, it will return item will be empty array. So if it's parsed or it's array, then return parsed, else return item. In catch block, it will return empty array. If in case it's not parsed, then return items will be empty array again. Then after this, let's type here const cart reducer is equal to state comma action, and let's create an arrow function. And after this, let's type here export const cart provider is equal to, let's type here children as a props. Then after this, let's create an arrow function, and let's type here const state comma dispatch is equal to use reducer, and inside this, let's type here cart reducer function, then an empty, then load initial state. Then let's type here use effect hook, and inside use effect hook, let's create an arrow function, and let's type here local storage dot set item, and inside this, it will set cart and json dot stringify method, and inside this, it will type state. Then after this, let's type here pass state here. So in this, it will be having the cart data. Then let's type here return cart context dot provider, and now inside this let's provide the value, and inside the value it will be cart will have state, then dispatch will be passed here, and children as a prop will be passed here. Then let's export const use cart is equal to create an arrow function, and let's type here use context, and it will be cart context. Now after this, in cart reducer, let's type here switch case action dot type. So it will be having the different cases. Then in first case it will be add item. So for the adding the item, let's type here const item to add is equal to dot 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 action dot payload, put a comma, quantity will have action dot payload dot quantity, or it will have 1. So in this, item to add will have this things, that is action dot payload and quantity. Then const exists if the cart item already exists in the cart. Then state dot item dot find, we will be finding that particular item using that item ID. So I, and create an arrow function I dot item ID is equal to item to add dot ID, and item dot source is equal to item to add dot source. So if then inside this, let's type here again if not found, that is item dot source is not, and item to add dot source is not founded. So if it's founded, then the particular item will be already existing in the cart. So for that it will increase the value. So if exists, that if the particular item exists, then return state comma, then let's type here item will be state dot items dot map function, and inside this let's pass a item, and let's create an item dot id is equal to item to add dot id, and item dot source is equal to item to add dot source. Now, or it will be not founded item dot source and item to add dot source. Then after this, here if it's founded, then it will be passing item, and quantity will be item dot quantity plus item to add dot quantity. So it will be increasing that particular item in the cart. In else block it will just be I, that is the initial item, that is 1. So for this, if we have the ID, then it will increase that particular item there, and if we don't have that item already in the cart, it will add the item by I. Return state comma item will be state dot items, then item to add will be passed here. Then in second case it will be case increment, that is for the increasing the value for the cart. Then let's type here return state. So items will be state dot items dot map function, and inside this item, and create an arrow function item dot id is equal to action dot payload dot id. and I.source is equal to action.payload.source, or it will be not founded item.source is equal to not found action.payload.source. So if the item is founded in the cart, then it will increase that particular quantity, that will be item.quantity plus 1. So it will increase that particular quantity by 1, and in else block it will be item that is already in the cart. So here in the first we have done to add the item to the cart, and here we will increment that particular item using the it, then a case decrement, then return, and inside this let's copy this return statement and paste it here for the decrement also. Here we just have to decrease the value by using the same method, which is the id. If we have that particular item in the cart, it will decrease, else it will be simple 1 in cart. Then dot filter item and create an arrow function. Item.quantity is greater than 1. So in cart it should be greater than 1, then it will be in cart, else it will not. Then case remove underscore item, and inside this let's type here return. Again let's copy this and paste it here. Then inside this we don't need map function, we need filter. So for removing, we only remove the item from the cart, so we will be needing that particular item, so we use the filter option. We don't need this functions, as we don't have to increase or decrease the value, we have to just particularly remove that function. Now after this let's add not found here and put a comma here. Then after this let's remove this filter, as we don't need this filter. Now after this, for the default case it will be returning state only. So here we will be removing that particular item using the filter method. Filter will be coming from increment and decrement, and adding item will be done using id. Then let's close this. Now after this let's first import the used cart. We have exported the used cart, so let's import it. Now it's imported here. So after this let's type here const total quantity is equal to cart dot items dot reduce. Then inside this let's type here total, put a comma, item, let's create an arrow function, and inside this let's type here total plus item dot quantity. So here we will be adding that item, and it will display the total quantity on the cart. Then after this let's type here use effect hook, and let's create an arrow function. Type here const handle scroll is equal to create an arrow function, set scrolled window dot scroll y-axis is greater than 10. Then window dot add event listener scroll, put a comma, handle scroll, then return, create an arrow function, window dot remove event listener scroll, and type handle scroll here. After this it will scroll from y-axis. Now after this let's uncomment this total quantity, as it will display the total quantity coming from the cart context. Then after this let's type here set is open not is open. Then give class name to the button, that is nav styles dot menu button. Then create a div and let's close this div right here. Give class name navbar styles dot menu gradient. Then after this, let's refresh it. It shows the error. Okay. So let's solve this error. Let's go to our main.jsx. Let's cut this and wrap this to cart provider. We have to wrap our app component for using the cart context. So it's working fine. Now after this, for the mobile view, let's go, and after this let's type here, create a div, give class name position will be relative. Then inside this is open. Then in that case x, give class name x will be an icon. Then navbar styles dot menu icon. Let's close that icon here. In else block it will be menu icon. Give class name navbar styles dot menu icon. Let's close this again here. So now a toggle button is present here. Now after this, let's create here menu mobile navigations. So after this, let's create here is open, and in this let's create a div tag, give class name navbar styles dot mobile menu. Then another div, give class name navbar styles dot mobile container. Then another div tag, give class name here, that will be flex column, and space from y-axis will be 1. Then nav items dot map function, and inside this item, and create an arrow function, and inside this let's type here const is active is equal to location dot path name is equal to item dot path. So now correct this is const spelling. Now after this, let's type here return, create a link tag, and inside this link tag type here key will be item dot name, to it will be again item dot path, and for the on click function it will create an arrow function, set is open, it will be false. So once we click on any icon, it will close it. So after this, give a class name, it will be navbar styles dot menu mobile nav icon, or it will be mobile nav items, and inside this is active will be pass and item dot color. So now after this, let's create an item dot color tag or item dot icon tag, and inside this give class name navbar styles dot mobile nav icon, and inside this is active will be passed with a comma, and item dot color will be passed here. Let's close this and create an span tag. In span tag, give class name navbar styles dot mobile nav text is active will be passed with item dot color. Then inside this let's pass here item dot name. So now let's open it. So you can see the mobile navigation is present here. So it's working fine. Now after this, let's type here a div tag, give class name navbar styles dot mobile icon row. Let's create a link tag, and inside this link tag give the to property, it will be slash cart, give class name to the link tag, it will be relative, position will be relative, and it will be group, padding will be 2. Then after this, type here on click function, and again an arrow function, set is open, it will be false. So once we click on this card, it will close the mobile menu. Then let's pass an icon fa open card, give class name height will be 5, width will be 5, and for group hover text number 600. let's close this icon. Now you can see our icon is here. Then after this, again let's type here local quantity is greater than 0, and let's type here span tag, give class name navbar styles dot mobile cart batch, and after this let's pass here total quantity. So our total quantity will be appearing above this icon. Now after this link tag, create another link tag and give two property. It will be /login. Give class name, padding will be 2 for group. Then on click and create an arrow function. Set is mobile open will be false. Then after this, let's type here, let's give an icon that is user, and inside this give class name, height will be 5, width will be 5, text gray 600, group hover, text emerald 600. So now after this, we have completed our navbar. Let's check it. Our icon is present here. Now it's working fine. So now after this, let's create another component that is banner.jsx, and inside this let's type a RAFCE, and let's go to our pages in home. Let's import the banner below navbar. Now after this, let's create our banner section. Now let's type here div, give class name container, and let's type here import container from dummy assets/dummy styles. So these classes will be applied for the banner section. These CSS properties will be applied for this component. Then let's type div, give class name, and inside this let's type here glass box. Then create another div, and let's give class name to the div that is geometric overlay. And now inside this, let's close this div right here, and now give class name to the div that is position will be absolute, minus top will be 10, minus right it will be 10. Then for medium screen, minus top will be 20, minus right will be 20 for medium screen. Width will be 48, height will be 48. Then for medium screen, width will be 96, and for medium screen height will be 96. Then BG will be this color code /10, then rounded full, and blur XL. For medium screen, blur will be 3XL. Then after this, create another div, and let's close this div right here. Then give class name to the div. Position will be absolute, minus bottom will be 20, minus left will be 20. For medium screen minus bottom it will be 40. For medium screen minus top minus left it will be again 40. Then height will be 40. Then width will be 40. For medium screen width will be 80, and for medium screen height will be 80. BG will be this color code. Opacity will be 10. Then rounded full, blur XL, and for medium screen blur will be 3XL. So now you can see the background present here. Then after this, let's create another div, give class name, it will be grid. For larger screen, grid calls 2. Then gap will be 8, and for medium screen gap will be 12. Item center. Then let's create here text section. Now here let's create a div, give class name, space from y-axis will be 6. For medium screen, space from y-axis will be 8. Another div tag, give class name, space from y-axis will be 4. For medium screen, space from y-axis will be 6. Then a h1 tag, give class name, header text. then a span tag. In the span tag, give class name text transparent bg clip text, then bg gradient to r from this color code to this color code. Then after this, let's type here mindful. Now you can see it's present here. Now after this span tag, let's give a br tag, break tag, then give class span tag, and inside give class name subheader. Let's type here reading experience. Then create a paragraph tag. Here give class name paragraph text. Let's type here curated knowledge journey that challenges perception and inspire growth. Discover transformative content crafted for the modern intellect. So now it's all present here. Now after this div, let's create here search function. So now here let's create a form tag, and here let's type here on submit handle search. Then give class name to the form tag. It will be space from y-axis will be 6. For medium screen, space from y-axis will be 8. Now create a div tag, give class name form container. Then another div tag, give class name. It will be input wrapper. Then another div, give class name to the div. Now let's close this div right here, and inside this let's type here position will be absolute, insert 0, bg will be white /90, rounded large, then for medium screen rounded will be XL, then shadow will be small. So now it will say that handle search is not defined. So let's first define it. Let's type here const search query comma set search query is equal to a use state hook, and inside this value will be empty. Then again const current word, put a comma, set current word is equal to use state, and inside this it will be 0 index. Then let's type here const navigate is equal to use navigate hook, and now let's import this first. Let's type here import use navigate from React router DOM. Now after this let's type here a use effect hook, and inside this create an arrow function. Let's type here const interval is equal to set interval, and let's create a arrow function. Inside this let's type here set current word previous, and let's create an arrow function previous plus 1 modulus words dot length, make it length, and it will be word. Now after this here put a comma, and let's type here 2000, that will be 2 seconds. Then return, let's create another arrow function, and let's type here clear interval, and it will be interval. So after 200, that is 2 seconds, it will be clearing the word. So now after this let's type here const paste it handle search here. Let's type here event, and let's create an arrow function event dot prevent default. It will stop the page from reloading. Then let's type here if search query dot trim method. Then in that case navigate backtick slash books, then a search is equal to dollar encoded URI component, and it will search query dot trim method. So it will redirect us to that route that will be search using the trim method here. Then now let's refresh it. So it is present here. Now after this, let's type here another div tag and give class name to the div, that is position will be relative, it will be flex and item center. Then let's give an icon, that is search, give class name to the icon and it will be margin from left will be 4, for medium screen margin from left will be 5, width will be 5 and height will be 5, for medium screen width will be 6 and height will be 6 for medium screen. Text gray 600. And now for group focus within, then in this let's type here text and give this color code. Let's close this search. So now search is not defined. Now let's define this icon. Here let's type here import search from Reusable React. Now after this, again refresh it, it shows this word is not defined. So here let's type here import words from asset / dummy data. So here these words, narrative and these things are present there, will be called here, make it words, add s here. So now it will be working fine. We have the search icon here. Then after this icon, let's type here input tag. Type will be text, value it will be search query. Then on change, let's give event and create an arrow function, set search query event.target.value. Then after this, give placeholder to the input tag. It will be search author, put a comma, titles, put a comma, or concept. Then give class name to the input tag. It will be input field. So now it's present here. Now after this, let's create a button tag, and in this button tag let's type here type will be submit. Give class name to the button, that is search button. Then after this, pass here the icon search and give class name to the icon. It will be width will be 4, height will be 4, for medium screen width will be 5 and height will be 5. Let's close this here. Give a span tag, give class name SR only, and here let's type a search. So now a button is present here. Now let's type here RT and search, so it will take you that particular route. So it's working fine. Now after this form tag, let's create our stats. So now after this, give a div, give class name status stats container. Then inside this, let's give the data, that is number 50k plus, and put a comma here, label. So we have to this is the dummy data. So after this, make another dummy data, and now make the third dummy data here. Then we will be giving the map function here, stat comma index, and let's create an arrow function here. And inside this arrow function, let's create a div tag, give class name. Here let's type here class name and stat box, key will be index. Then another div tag, give class name stat number, and then in this pass here stat dot number. Then after this, another div tag, give class name, it will be stat label, and inside this let's type here stat dot label. So now let's check it. So it's all present here, so it's working fine. Then after this div, let's create the image on the right side. Then let's create a div, give class name image section. Then another div, give class name here, it will be image wrapper. Then create an image tag, and inside the src let's type img, and for alt it will be image banner. Give class name to the image, it will be image style. So now let's import this image, copy this image, and after this let's type here import image from asset slash banner1.png. so this image will be coming there. So now let's check it. First let's give the create a div and close it here. Give class name to the div, overlay effect. So now after this let's type here footer text. Now you can see the image is present here. So now after this create another div tag, and inside this give class name scroll text section. Then another div tag, give class name, it will be scroll text. Then type here curated collections. So a curated collection is here. Then go to GitHub. Here we have the dummy data 2. Go to your repository cell book. This link is given in the description box. You can go directly from there. Go to components in signup. Just copy this one dot and here paste it here. Then let's type here award winning author. Then again type here critical analysis, then cultural perspective. So now it all present here. Then now after this our banner section is completed. Now let's go to our app. Then let's create our another component, that is our bestseller.jsx. In this type here RAFCE. In home let's import our bestseller. So now let's close this, and in component let's create our bestseller here. So again let's type here a section tag. In section tag give class name. Firstly let's import this class name here, that is our bestseller as styles. So for our bestseller these CSS will be applied to this particular component. So now here let's type here styles dot section. Then create a div tag, give class name styles dot container. Then after this let's create our header. Then create a div tag, give class name styles dot header wrapper. Then another div tag, give class name styles dot header text. Then create a h1 tag, give class name styles dot title. In heading tag create a span tag, give class name styles dot gradient text. Then after this type here the heading, that is curated excellence. So it's present here. Now after this create a paragraph tag, give class name styles dot subtitle, and in paragraph type here top rated by our readers. So the paragraph is present here. Now after this div let's create here right buttons for scrolling or moving left to right. Then let's type here a div, give class name styles dot nav wrapper. Then another div tag, and let's close this div tag right here. Give class name styles dot nav line. Then after this let's create another div tag, give class name styles dot nav buttons. Then create a button tag. In the button tag click here on click and type here scroll left. Then give class name to the button, it will be styles dot nav button. Inside this let's give the icon chevron left. Give class name to the icon styles dot nav icon. Let's close this, give size 20 and let's close it here. So now it will show the scroll left is not defined. So now let's type here const scroll left is equal to create an arrow function. Here let's type here scroll reference. Let's first type here const scroll ref is equal to use ref hook, and inside this value will be null. Now type here dot current dot scroll by, and here let's type here left. It will be minus 400 as it will take you to the left side, and behavior it will be smooth. So after this, again let's copy this, and now after this let's type here const scroll right is equal to an arrow function and paste it here. Now just change left to plus 400. So now it's working fine and icon is present here. Now after this, again just copy this button tag and again paste it here. Change the icon to chevron right, and on click property will be changed to scroll right. So now both the buttons are present here. Now after this div tag, let's create our book sections. So here let's type here a div tag, give class name to the div styles dot scroll container, then for ref it will be scroll ref, then obs books dot map function book and index, and let's create an arrow function. So obs book will be these dummy data which is present here, which will have author, title, images, price and id. So now after this let's type a div, give class name to the div, that is styles dot card, and inside this card it will be bg color, and the bg color will be coming from the index modulus bg color dot length method. Then a key, then here let's type here book dot id. Now a div, give class name styles dot card inner, then another div, give class name here, and inside this space from y axis will be 3, for medium screen space from y axis will be 4. Now after this create a div tag, give class name styles dot stars, then inside this let's type here array, it will show you the rating, array of 5 dot map function, and inside this underscore put a index, then create an arrow function star icon, give class name to the icon, it height will be 4, width will be 4, for medium screen height will be 5 and width will be 5, text ember 400, fill text fill ember 400. Now here after this let's give here key, and key will be index. So now stars are present here, and the arrow function is working fine. So now after this a div, give class name styles dot book info, and inside this create a h2 tag, that is heading tag, give class name styles dot book title, and in heading let's pass here book dot title. Now after this let's create a paragraph tag, give class name styles dot book author, and inside this let's type here book dot author. So now we can see the book name and book author is present here. Now after this let's type here a paragraph tag, in this let's give class name styles dot book description, then let's type here Jane, then give the paragraph, that is explore transformative narratives that. So it will be applied to all of them. Then after this let's create add controls like add to cart or update the quantity. So we have to give the controls here. So for that, let's type here const cart and dispatch is equal to use cart hook. Then after this, let's type here const in cart. So it will add the item to the cart using the id dot items dot sum, then item, and let's create an arrow function item dot id is equal to id. So it will add that item, get quantity, so it will give you the quantity for that item. So id using the id, then cart dot items dot find, so we will be finding that particular item, use an arrow function, give item dot id is equal to id, then dot quantity, so it will provide the quantity, else it will be 0 for that particular item. So in cart it will be checked by id, and get quantity it will be done by id only. Then let's give the add functionality, that is const handle add. We will be adding the book using the dispatch function. Here type will be add underscore items item, and in this item this will be coming from the cart context. For the payload it will be book, and quantity will be passed as 1. So for adding, it will add the quantity 1 with the book from this add item. So now after this, let's type here const handle increment, that is it will increase the quantity by the id of the book, and inside this type of it will be increment. Here put a comma, and for payload it will be id. Now let's copy this and now again paste it here. Change this increment to decrement, and now it will be changed to decrement. So it will increase or decrease the item value by the id. Using this id, it will increase or decrease the book quantity. So now after this, in this, let's type here a div, give class name styles dot cart controller, then another div, give class name styles dot price quantity wrapper, then a span tag, give class name in the span tag, that is styles dot price, and inside this let's type here rupees book dot price to fixed to 2, that will give the point. After the point it will give 2 value. So after this, let's type here in cart, and it will book dot id. So if the book dot id is in cart, then div, give class name styles dot quantity wrapper, then a button tag, here give on click function, and inside this create an arrow function. Here let's type here handle decrement, so it will be done on book.id, and give class name styles dot quantity button, and inside this let's type here give the icon minus, and for the minus size will be 28 of that icon, make it 18. So now after this, create a span tag, give class name to the span tag, it will be styles dot quantity, so quantity text. So here it will show you the quantity, that it will be get quantity book dot id, so it will show you the quantity, that is 1, 2 or else. Again copy this button here and paste it here. Now here change this decrement to increment, and here minus will be changed to plus icon. Now after this, in else case, it will be a button tag, on click function and arrow function, and inside this it will be handle add. So it will add the book for the first time in your cart. So give class name to the adding, that is styles.add button. Then give the icon shopping cart, give class name height will be 4, width will be 4. For medium screen height will be 5 and width will be 5. Give a span tag add to cart or add to collections. So here we will be adding this for the first time. So it will show you add, and in else it will show you this, and the number will be increased in our cart here. So once we have done this, it will show 11, 10, then 3, 1. Now after this, let's create an image tag. Give here book.image. So it will show you the book's images. Then book.title in alt and give class name styles.bookImage. So here the book images are present here. Now the scroll function is working fine. Now after this, we don't require this bar here, so let's hide it using here scroll bar hide, and let's type here -webkit scroll bar, and inside this let's type here display, it will be none. Then dot scroll bar hide, and for that let's type here -ms overflow style will be none, and scroll width will be none. So now we won't be seeing the line here, that is scroll bar will be hidden. So now it's working fine. Now after this, let's create another component, that is home book.jsx, and inside this let's type here RAFCE. Now in home component, home pages, let's import the home books here. So now after this, let's create our home book. Remove this div here, and now let's type here a div, give class name to the div. Here let's first import the div, let's import the styles here, sorry. It will be home book styles as style from asset/dummy styles. So for this component, these styles will be applied for this particular component. Inside this, let's type here styles.section, and now create another div, give class name, it will be styles.container, then another div tag, give class name styles.card, then here another div, give class name text center, margin bottom will be 12, then a heading tag, give class name styles.heading, and for in this let's type here bookseller favorites, then another div tag, and let's close this div right here and give class name to the div, that is styles.heading line. Let's refresh it, so it's present here with the underline here. So now after this div, let's go and let's copy this line from our bestseller and paste it here. Then again copy this line and paste it here in cart, and then copy this function lines and paste it here for the adding increment and decrement. So now after this, let's type here give class name styles.grid, then inside this hbooks. So these books will be used here for the home books, which will have author, price, images and title with ID also. Here dot map function, and inside this we will be typing here books, create an arrow function. Let's type here const item is equal to in cart book dot id, then let's type here return a div tag, key will be book.id, book.id. Then give class name to the div, that is styles.bookcard. Then another div tag, give class name styles.image wrapper. Then a image tag, and inside this let's type here styles dot, or in src it will be book.image. We haven't given this class name here, so in alt it will be book.title. Then in class name it will be styles.image. So now the images will be present here. We have the 4 images here. Then after this let's type here div, give class name styles.rating. Then after this let's type here array, and here we will be giving the stars rating. Here let's type underscore I and create an arrow function, and in arrow function let's pass the icon stars, give class name, it will be backtick, height will be 4, width will be 4, $I is less than book.rating. If it's this, then it will be text will be this color code, fill with this color code. In else it will be text gray 300. Let's close this icon here and pass the key, it will be index. So now let's check the rating is present for all things. Then after this let's create an h3 tag, give class name styles.title, and inside this let's give book.title here. Then a paragraph tag, give class name styles.author, and inside this let's type here book.author. And now in this let's type here best author in this V. Now after this create a span tag, give class name styles.actualprice. Then here let's type here book.price. So it will show you the price, the author name and the book name here. Now after this let's type here item. Then inside this create a div tag, and inside this div tag give class name, it will be styles.quantity box, and let's close this div here. Now inside this let's type here, let's go and let's copy this button tag here, and now let's paste it here. Now after this let's type here minus icon and give class name to the icon, height will be 5 and width will be 5. Now let's copy this button tag, and for now let's type here span tag, give class name, as it will show you the quantity here, item.quantity. Then after this span tag paste this here, change it to increment, and now change the icon to plus. Now in our else block we will be typing here a div or a button tag, and give on click property, create a arrow function, handle add, so it will add the book for the first time to your cart. Give class name styles.add button. Let's close this button here, and inside this button give shopping bag or shopping cart icon, give class name to the icon, that is height will be 5, width will be 5, a span tag, and inside this span tag let's type add to cart. So now after this let's type a div tag, give class name styles.view button wrapper, then a link tag, and inside this link tag here let's copy this link, and let's first import link from React router DOM. So now after this link give to property, it will be /books, and give class name to the link, it will be styles.view button. Then a span tag. Inside this, let's type view all books. So now after this, let's type here a icon, that is arrow right. Give class name to the icon, styles dot view icon. So now our home book is completed. Just change it to find, as we have to find that book. So now once we click here, it's working fine. Let's add the quantity. It's increasing, it's adding, so it's all working fine here. Let's remove this. So the quantity, it is 4, as we have added the 4 items here. Till now the site is responsive for all the devices. So now after this, let's close this and create another component, that is home about.jsx. Now here let's type here RAFCE, and in home.jsx let's import home about, and now let's create our home about section. Now here create a div tag, give class name. Here it will be, let's type here import. First we have to import home about styles as S from assets slash dummy styles. So these classes will be applied to home about component. So now here S dot wrapper, then another div tag, give class name, position will be absolute, insert 0, outline, overflow will be hidden. Then another div tag, give class name, it will be S dot blur bg blur 1. Then another div tag, give class name S dot bg blur 2. So now as you can see, it's present here. Now type div, give class name S dot container. Then after this, create another div, give class name S dot about grid. Then after this, another div tag, give class name S dot image wrapper. Then inside this, create a div, give class name S dot image glow. And now after this div, let's give another div, give class name S dot image container. Now a glow is present here. Then after this, let's create an image tag, and in src let's type here home about image, and in alt it will be about image. Then give class name S dot image, S dot about image. So now let's import our home about image. Import home about image from assets slash home about image dot png. So now this image will be coming here. So now after this div, let's create another div tag, give class name, space from y-axis will be 8. Then another div, in this create an heading tag, give class name S dot about header, and this let's type here our literary journey. Then another div tag, give class name to the div, that is S dot underline. And now as you can see, the image and text is present here. Image has the effect. So now after this div tag, create a paragraph tag, give class name S dot about text. Then let's type the paragraph, that is bookshell has evolved into a sanctuary for books lover. We curate exceptional reading experience, connecting readers with stories that inspire, educate and transport them to new world. Put a full stop. So the paragraph is present here. Then after this paragraph, give div, give class name S dot stat grid. Then inside this, let's type HA dot map function stat comma index, create an arrow function, and inside this arrow function, first let's import our HA stats. So let's type here import HA_stats from assets/dummy data. So now this HA_stats will be coming here, which will be having icon, label and value. So now let's close this. Now after this, here type here a div tag, give class name s.statCard, give key index. Then after this, another div tag, give class name s.statIconWrapper. Then a stat icon, and inside this icon, close it here, give class name s.statIcon. So now our icons are present on the UI. Then after this stat icon, give a heading tag and give class name to the heading tag, that is s.statValue, and pass here stat.value. Now after this h tag, give a paragraph tag, give class name s.statLabel, and let's pass here stat.label. So our heading and text are present here. So now after this, let's type a link tag. Let's import our link tag first. Let's type here import. Here change second to link, and let's type here from React Router DOM. So our link will be imported from React Router DOM. Give two property /about and give class name. It will be s.about button. Then a span tag. In this type learn more about us. So a button is present here. Then after this, let's give an icon, that is arrow right. Give class name to the icon, that is s.arrowIcon. Then after this div tag, create another div tag, give class name margin bottom will be 12, text center. Then a heading tag, give class name s.sectionHeader. In this, let's type here legendary volumes. So it's present here. Then after this, create a div tag and give class name to the div, that is s.header_. Then after this, a paragraph tag, give class name s.headerText. Then in this, let's give a paragraph, that is handpicked recommendation from our literary expert that you won't want to miss. So it's present here. Then after this div, create another div, give class name s.bookGrid. Then pass here feature books.map function, and in this book comma index, and create an arrow function. So here the features book will be having this image, title, author and description. So now after this, create a div tag, give class name s.bookCardWrap, give key will be index. Then another div, and now inside this, give class name s.bookCardGlow. Then after this, a div tag, give class name s.bookCard. Then another div tag, give class name s.bookImageWrapper. Then a image tag, give src book.image, and in alt it will be book.title. Give class name to the image, that is s.bookImage. So in this, we will be having this image. Then all these things will be imported from the features book. So now after this, give a div tag, give class name s.bookContent. Then create a heading tag, give class name, that is s.book title, and this let's pass here book.title. So now we can see the image and the title is present here. So it's working fine. Then after this, let's type here a paragraph tag. Inside this, let's give a class name s.bookAuthor, and let's pass here book.author. Then after this, another paragraph tag, give class name book description, and let's pass here book dot description. So now our author and description is present here. Now after this, let's type a link tag. In this link tag, give two property. It will be /books, and here give class name s.discover link. Then after this, create a span tag, give class name, that is, don't give this class name, let's type here discover, and now give a icon, that is arrow right, give class name to the icon s dot arrow small, and let's close this icon here. So when we click, it's working fine. So this is also present on the UI. So now after this, let's go to our navbar and correct this /login for the mobile. Let's close this, and in components, let's create another component, that is footer.jsx. And in our home component, first type here RAFCE, and in home, let's import our footer component. So now let's create our footer.jsx. Let's type here a footer tag, and in this footer tag, firstly let's import here footer styles. So these CSS classes will be applied for this footer component. So now let's close this and type here as styles. So now give here class name styles.footer. Then after this, create a div tag, give class name styles.container. Then another div tag, give class name styles.grid. Then another div tag, give class name styles.logo block. Then in this, create a link tag. Let's import our link. So let's type here import link from React router DOM. So now after this, a footer section is present here. So now in this link, let's type here two property, and it will be slash, that is, it will take to home, give class name styles.logo link. Then let's give an image tag. In this, let's type here logo, and let's import our logo. So import logo from assets/logo icon.png. So this logo which will be used here. So let's in alt type here logo, give class name to the image tag, that is styles.logo image. So our logo is present here. Now after this, let's type a h1 tag, give class name, that is styles.logo text. Then in this, let's give title, that is book shell. So it's present here. Then after this link tag, create a paragraph tag, give class name to the paragraph, that is styles.about text. Then let's give a paragraph, that is your gateway to literary adventures, discover, explore, and immerse yourself in the world of books. Now after this, create a div tag, give class name styles.social wrap. Then let's type here social links. So these links will be used here, which will be having icons and URL. We will be using quick links too. So here let's paste it quick links here. So now type here .map function, and in this let's type here pass icon and URL, put a comma, I as index, create an arrow function, and in this let's type a anchor tag, and in href let's type here URL. Then key will be index, and target will be underscore blank. So it will open on a new page. Then give class name, it will be styles.social button. Now in this, let's pass icon, give class name to the icon styles.social icon. Let's close this icon here. So here the icons are present here with the links. So now after this div, let's create another div tag, give class name styles dot quick link block. Then create an h3 tag, give class name styles dot quick link list or link item. Type here quick link. Then after this, remove this and type here quick links title to the CSS class. Then a UL tag, give class name styles dot quick link list. Then let's pass here quick links dot map function, and here link comma in idx as an index. Let's create an arrow function. In this, create a list tag, and then this list tag give key idx and give here. After this, create a link tag, and in this link give two property. It will be link dot URL, give class name styles dot quick link item. Then a span tag, give class name styles dot quick link dot. Then after this, let's pass here link dot title. So now after this, we can see the links with dot is present here. So now after this div, create our another div, that is give class name styles dot newsletter block. Then a heading tag, give class name styles dot newsletter title. In this, type here stay updated. Now after this, a paragraph tag, give class name styles dot newsletter text. In this, let's give the paragraph, that is subscribe to our newsletter for the latest release and exclusive offers. So here we will be creating our form tag, and in this form tag we will be give class name, that is styles dot form wrap. In this, we will create an input tag. Type will be email, and now placeholder it will be enter your email. Then after this, give class name styles dot input. So now our email box is present here. Then after this, create a button tag. In this, give type will be submit, give class name styles dot button. Then after this, give an icon, that is arrow right, give class name height will be 4, width will be 4. Let's close this icon here. So a button is present also here. So now after this div, create another div, give class name styles dot contact block. Then a heading tag, give class name styles dot contact title, and inside this, let's type here contact us. So now after this, another div tag, give class name styles dot contact list. Then another div tag, and inside this, give class name styles dot contact item. Then let's give a icon, that is map pen, give class name to the icon, that is styles dot contact icon. Then let's close this and let's create a span tag. In this span tag, let's type a dummy contact address. So now after this div, create another div, give class name styles dot contact row. Then inside this, give a icon, that is phone, give class name styles dot contact icon inline, and in span tag give the dummy number. Then after this, create another div tag, give class name styles dot contact row, and inside this, let's give a icon, that is mail, then give class name to the icon, contact icon in line, then a span tag, type here contact@bookshell.com. So now after this, you can see the contact us details are present here. So now after this div, let's give another div, give class name styles dot contact copyright wrap. In a paragraph tag, give class name styles dot copyright text, and let's type here and copy. Then here let's type a new date function, and inside this get full year. Then after this type here book shell dot full stop, then all right reserved. All right reserved. Then after this anchor tag, here let's search for Hexagon in your Chrome browser, and let's copy this hexagondigitalservices.com and paste it here. Then after this type target underscore blank, and now give class name. It will be text will be small, cursor will be pointer, text gray 500, on hover text purple 600, and let's type here powered by, and give a space here, a break tag, and let's type here Hexagon Digital Services. So now after doing this, our home page is completed. So it's working fine. So now our home page is completed. Now let's close this footer and this. Now in app.jsx, let's define our routes. So before that, let's create pages. So about page.jsx, type here RAFCE. After this, another page, that is contact page.jsx. Now type here RAFCE. Then after this, another page, that is cart page.jsx, and type here RAFCE. And lastly, we will be creating our book page.jsx, and type here RAFCE. So in app.jsx, let's give our routing. Before that, let's create our login component.jsx and type here RAFCE. And then in components, let's type here signup.jsx and type here RAFCE. So now after this, in app.jsx, let's define our routing. So route, give path / cart, and element will be cart page. Let's close this here. Then after this route, create another route, that is path / about, and give element is equal to about page. Then after this, create another route tag, give path / books, give element book page, and let's close this here. Then after this route tag, give another route, that is path will be / contact, give element is equal to contact page, and let's close this here. Then after this, create a route, path will be login, and element will be login. Then another route, give path will be /signup, and element will be signup, and let's close this here. So now let's close all this, and now in signup, let's create our signup component. Create a div, give class name signup dot. Now first let's import signup from dummy styles. So now this CSS will be applied for this component, signup component. So now here let's type here dot. Wait a second, let's change it as we have the same name, make it a capital letter, and in app make it a capital letter again. Let's just remove this as the import is wrong here. Let's type import signup from component signup. Make the U capital. So after this, let's remove the signup component here. Let's remove this. Let's type in component. In component, let's create a folder that is signup.jsx, and in this let's type here RAFCE. Here make the U capital. Now let's copy this, and in app.jsx let's change it here. Let's remove this and paste it here, or just type this. Then in this signup, let's create our signup now. So now let's type a div tag, give class name signup dot container. Here let's import signup from, so it's imported here. Let's change U to small. So now these classes will be applied for the signup component. Const form data, put a comma, set form data is equal to use state, and in this let's type here username will be empty, then email will be empty, then password it will be empty. Then after this let's type here const show password, comma, set show password, it will be used for the toggling the password. Give a use state hook, give value false. Then const toast, comma, set toast is equal to a use state hook, and in this let's type here visible will be false, make it false, put a comma, message will be empty, and then type will be empty. So now after this another const navigate is equal to use navigate hook from the React router DOM. Now after this let's create our toast timer and redirect to our /login route. So let's type a use effect hook. Let's create an arrow function, and let's type if toast dot visible. So if the toast is visible, then const timer for the toast will be set timeout and arrow function, and in this let's type set toast, it will be visible will be false and message will be empty and type will be empty. Then if toast dot type is equal to success, so if the toast is of success, then in that case navigate us to /login. So when the toast will be success, it will navigate us to /login, and it will be done for 3 seconds, that is 3000. Then let's pass here toast comma navigate. Then after this here let's return and create an arrow function, clear timeout, it will be timer. So now after this hook we have to create a const handle submit, and in this let's pass an event and create a arrow function e dot prevent default. So it will stop the page from reloading. Then type here const username, put a comma, email and password is equal to form data. So these things will be fetching from the form data. Then after this, type here if not found username dot trim method or not found email dot using the trim method or not found password dot trim method, then in that case we have to type here set toast visible will be true, as the toast will be visible. In message we have to type here all fields are required. So now after this put a message. After this type will be error. So when we define error type, it will show a red block. Then in this return. Then after this let's type here set toast visible will be true. In else block message will be creating account, and after this type will be success or it will be info. Now after this we will be typing here set timeout, create an arrow function, and inside this let's type set toast visible will be true again, and message will be account created. Then after this type of the toast will be success, so it will show a green block. Then let's type 2000 for 2 seconds. So this toast will be visible for 2 seconds only. So here after this let's type, so we have already seen this CSS classes here. So now after this create toast dot visible, and let's create a div tag, give class name, it will be backtick signup dot toast base $toast dot type is equal to success. Then in that case we will be typing a signup dot toast success. In else block it will show the signup dot toast error. So if it's the, then we will be typing a toast dot message. Then after this let's create another div tag, give class name signup dot card. Then let's type a link tag, and first let's import our link tag. So here let's put a comma and paste it here. So now after this give give two property, and it will be slash, then give class name signup dot backlink. Then let's type give a arrow left icon and give class name to the icon. It will be margin right will be 1 and height will be 4 and width will be 4. Then let's type here back to home. So here let's give slash signup, and now a back to home button is present here. So now after this link let's create a div tag, give class name text center, margin bottom will be 8. Another div tag, give class name signup dot icon container. Then in this let's give an icon that is user, give class name to the icon, that is height will be 6, width will be 6, and text will be this color code. Then let's close this. So our icon is present here. Then after this icon let's create an heading tag, give class name signup dot heading, and in this let's type here create account. Now after this heading tag give a class paragraph tag, give class name signup dot subtext, and in this let's type here join our community of book lovers. Then after this create a form tag, and in this form tag let's type here on submit let's give handle submit and give class name to the form tag. It will be signup dot form. Then in this, let's type a form is created here. So now after this, give a div tag, and in this div give label, and in this label give class name signup dot label, and let's type here username. Now after this label, let's create a div tag, give class name signup dot input wrapper. Then in this, let's give an icon user, give class name signup dot icon left, and let's close this. Then let's create an input tag. Type will be text, name will be username, and placeholder will be enter your username. Then give class name signup dot input. Then value will be form data dot username, and on change it will be an event, then a arrow function. Set form data, it will be form data, comma, username will be event dot target dot value. So now after this, let's copy this div tag and now paste it here. Change the username to email. Then after this, change the icon to mail, and type will be changed to email, name will be changed to email, and placeholder will be changed to email@example.com. Then here value will be changed to email, and here email will be changed here. So two boxes are present here. Then after this, again just copy this div, and here let's paste it here. Now change this email to password, change the icon to lock. Then after this, change the input to show password. If it's showing, then it will be text, else it will be password. So it will be a dot dot dot. Then in name it will be password. Then in placeholder, just go to our GitHub again, and let's copy this full placeholder. Then here let's paste it in the placeholder place. Now after this, change class name will be password input, form value will be changed to password, and on change it will be changed to password. So now on UI a password is present here. Now to toggle, let's create the button for the toggling. Then create a button tag. Here on the button, type will be submit, or just type will be button. Then give on click function and create an arrow function, set show password. It will be not showing show password. Then give class name signup dot toggle password, and in this let's type here show password. If it's showing, then I off. Give class name to the icon, that is height will be 5 and width will be 5. In else case, when it's showing the password, it will be I, and give class name, again height will be 5 and width will be 5. So now a toggle button is present here. Let me give some password 789, it's showing it here. Then after this div tag, create a button tag, and in this type of the button will be submit. Give class name signup dot submit button. Then in this type here create account. So now a create account button is here. Then after this form tag, give a div, give class name signup dot footer text. So it will type here already have an account, so it will take you back to /login if you already have an account here. Let's create a link tag. in this to property /login route and give class name to the link tag signup dot link. Then in this type here sign in. So here we have created our sign up successfully. Let me just check it. New, and then give us the password. It will show creating account and account created. So it will take us to /login after the creation of the route, after the account. So let's create our login component. So now let's close this, and in login component, let's create our login component. Let's type here div tag, give class name login styles dot container. So here the login styles will have these classes. So these classes will be used for the login component. So here after this type here const. So now let's go to sign up and let's copy all 4 lines of the const statement and paste it here. We don't need the username, remove it. In this, let's import it from the React router DOM, and then let's type here const is submitting, put a comma, set is submitting is equal to a use effect hook, and the value will be false. Then after this, let's create toast visible. So let's create an use effect hook, and in this let's type here a arrow function, give if toast dot visible. So if toast is visible, then let's type const timer is equal to set timeout and create an arrow function. Set toast will be toast and visible will be false. So now put a comma and it will be 3000 for 3 seconds. Then in return, let's create an arrow function, clear interval timer. Then after this, put a comma and it will be toast. So here after this, let's type here const handle submit is equal to an async function. Give an event and create an arrow function, e dot prevent default. It will stop the page from reloading. Then if form data is not .email is not found, or form data .password is not found, then in that case set toast, it will be visible will be true and message will be all fields are required. Then put a comma here and type will be error. Then after this, let's type return. Then let's type here set is submitting will be true, and in that case create a try catch block. While it's getting submitted, let's type here local storage dot set item. So we will be setting a auth token to make it authentic, and then we will be passing here demo token. So our demo token will be stored till we don't have the auth token, which will be coming from the backend in the later part. Then let's type here set toast, and in this set toast visible will be true, and message will be login successful. Then after this, put a comma, type will be success. Then after this, let's type here set timeout, create an arrow function, navigate, and we will be navigating to home page. Then put a comma and 2000, that it will be navigating us to in 2 seconds. Then in catch block, we don't need the error block, so just type here set toast, and in this toast visible will be true and message will be login failed, and type of the message it will be error. So then in finally block, we have to type here set is submitting, it will be false. So here in try block, we will be creating a demo token in our local storage and setting that. So let's type here const handle signout function. In this signout, let's type here an arrow function. Let's type here local storage dot remove item. So once we log out, we don't need the auth token. So we have to remove that from the local storage and set toast. It will be visible will be true and message will say sign out successful. Signed out successful. Now after this and message type will be success. Then after this, let's type here const is logged in is equal to local storage dot get item, and in this we will be getting auth token. So now is logged in will check whether we have the auth token or not. In handle submit, we will be creating our token. Till now, for the dummy, it will be demo token. Now let's type here toast.visible, and in this let's create a div tag, give class name, it will be login styles dot toast, and toast dot type will be passed here. Then in this let's type toast dot message. Then create another div tag, give class name login styles dot card. Then create a link tag. Let's copy this link, and here after this import link from React router DOM. Then after this in link tag, let's type to property, and it will be /home, give class name login styles dot backlink, and let's type here arrow right the icon and give class name to the icon, rotate 180 degree, then margin from right will be 1, height will be 4, and width will be 4. After this type here back to home. So in our login we will be able to see this. So once we click, it will take us back. So it's working fine. After this link tag, let's type here is logged in, and we have to check that thing. So in empty parenthesis, give div, give class name text center, margin bottom will be 8. Then another div, give class name login styles dot icon circle, then icon that is lock, and in lock give class name, height will be 6, width will be 6, text will be this color code, and after this close this icon here. Then give a heading tag, give class name login styles dot heading, and in this let's type here sign in. Then after this a paragraph tag, give class name login styles dot subheading, and let's type here access your bookshelf account. Now after this div, create a form tag, and in this form tag we have to type on submit and pass here handle submit, and in this give class name, it will be login styles dot form. Now create a div, and in this create a label tag, and in this label give class name login styles dot label, and let's pass here email. Now after this email, create a div, give class name, it will be login styles dot input wrapper. Then give a icon mail, give class name, position will be absolute, left will be 3, top will be 3.5, and height will be 5, and width will be 5, text gray 400. After this icon, create an input tag, type will be email, placeholder will be email @ example.com. Then after this, give class name login styles dot input. Then value will be form data dot email. Then after this, on change, we have to pass event and arrow function. Set form data. In this, form data will be passed and email will be e.target.value. Then after this, copy this div tag and paste it here. Again, change email will be to password, and here icon will be changed to lock, and here change type will be show password. So it will be showing whether it's a text, else it will show the password. Then in placeholder, go to here, sign up, and copy this placeholder. And now in login, let's paste the placeholder right here. Then after this, change class name to the password input. Value will be changed to password and set form data will be changed to password. So now after this, copy this button tag, and now after this, paste it here, as it will do the same functionality. Change the class name to login styles dot toggle password. Then another button for the submission, that type will be submit. Then disabled is equal to is submitting. So when submitting, it will be disabled. Class name will be login styles dot submit button. Then type here is submitting. Then it will check. If it's submitting, then it will be showing signing in, and else it will show sign in. So now after this form, create a div tag and pass here login styles dot footer link or footer text. Then type here don't have an account. So here put a space here and type here a link tag, and in link give two property. It will be /signup and give class name login styles dot footer link. Then let's type here create account. Now in else case, just type here a div tag, give class name to the div. It will be login styles dot signed in container. Then another div tag, give class name login styles dot sign in icon. Then icon that is lock, and give class name to the icon. Height will be 6, width will be 6, and text will be this color code. Then after this, let's refresh it. There is an issue. I is not defined. Okay. So just make it here. It will be imported from the Reusable React. So now it's working fine. Here, let's just working fine for the sign up. After this, let me complete this code. Then create a heading tag, and in this heading tag, give class name login styles dot sign in heading. Then type here welcome back. Now after this heading tag, create a button tag, and in this button tag give on click property, and in this create an arrow function, navigate us to / that is home page. In this give class name to the button, that is login styles dot home page button, and then create go to home page. Make the p small. So now after this, create another button tag, give on click property, and type here handle sign out, and now in this button give class name login styles dot sign out button. Then let's type here sign out. So now after this, let's give a dummy email and a password. So it will show sign out successful, but it's not taking us back to our, this is working fine, but sign out is not working. Yes, sign out is not working. So let's fix the issue. Just here, make it not logged in. Not is logged in, so it will be working fine. Let's check it again. Change it to clear timeout. Now here, let's type here our dummy text, that is hexa@gmail.com, and password will be any password. Clicks, we can toggle it, so working fine. Then once we click on sign in, okay, then click on sign in, the auth token, which will be having dummy demo token, it will be stored here. Once we click sign out, the token will be removed from our local storage. So this is all working fine. So now after this, close this login and sign up. In app, go to our about us page, and in this, let's create a component, that is about.jsx, and let's type here RAFCE, and in about page, let's import. First, let's open this, then type here Navbar. After importing the Navbar, let's import our footer. Then after this footer, let us import our about here. So now all three will be visible to our about page. So now let's create our about. So let's remove this, and here let's type here. Now create a div, give class name, it will be about styles. So now let's import our about styles. Let's type import about styles from asset/dummy styles. So now for the about.jsx, for this component, these CSS styles will be applied here. So now after this, type here dot container. Then after this, create a section tag, and in section tag, give class name about styles dot section. Then create a div tag, and in this, give class name about styles dot inner container. Then again a div tag, give class name, it will be about styles dot heading wrapper. Then inside this, another div tag, give class name, position will be relative and inline block. Now create a heading tag, give class name about styles dot heading. Then inside this, let's type crafting literary and give a br tag futures. Now let's refresh it, and now in about page we can see it's present here. Now after this, h1, create a div tag, and let's close this div tag right here. Give class name about styles dot underline. So here underline will be present here. Then after this div, create a paragraph tag, give class name about styles dot subtext. Then inside this, type the paragraph, full stop, we bridge imagination with innovation through curated literary experiences. Now the paragraph is present here. Then after this section, let's create another section, that is stats section. Now here let's type section tag, and inside this, give class name about styles dot stat section. Then a div tag, give class name about styles dot inner container. Then another div tag, give class name, it will be grid calls 1, for smaller screen grid calls 2, and for larger screen grid calls 4. Gap will be 8. Then after this, let's type here ap stats dot. So let's copy this and let us import this ap stats. So type here import ap stats from asset/dummy data. So now for this, these stats will be used, where we will be having icon, value and label. Soon these both will be used for this too. Now here type .map function, give stats, comma index and create an arrow function. Give a div, give key will be index and give class name about styles dot stat card. Then another div tag, give class name about styles dot stat icon wrapper. Then stat dot icon, and inside this give class name, height will be 8, width will be 8, text white, and let's close this. Now after this heading tag, give class name about styles dot stat value, and inside this let's pass stat dot value. Then after this a paragraph tag, give class name about styles dot stat label, and now here let's pass stat dot label. So now here we can see the icon and stats are present here. Then after this section, let's create another section, that is about section. So now after this create a section tag, and inside this section tag give class name about styles dot about section. Then inside this give a div, give class name about styles dot inner container. Then another div, give class name, it will be grid calls 1, for larger screen grid calls 2, gap will be 16 and item will be center. Then after this another div tag, give class name about styles dot about image wrapper. Then image tag, in src type here about us image, in alt type about, and then give class name to the image, that is about styles dot about image. Now let's copy this about us image and let us import it. Import about us image from assets / about us image dot png. So here we will be using this image. Now after this we can see the images here. Now after this let's create a div, and let's close this div right here. Give class name about styles dot about overlay. Now after this let's create a div, give class name about styles dot about caption. Then a heading tag, give class name about styles dot about title, and inside this let's type since 2015. Then after this a paragraph tag, give class name about styles dot about subtitle, and inside this let's give the paragraph. Then after this let's create another div tag, give class name about styles dot about text section. Then another div, give class name about styles dot about heading section. Then a heading tag, in this about styles dot about heading will be a class name. So here let's type redefining storytelling. Now after this a paragraph tag, give class name about styles dot about paragraph, and inside this we type our paragraph, that is we have transformed traditional publishing into a dynamic digital ecosystem. Now we can see it's coming here with the overlay here, overlay effect. Now after this div, create another div, give class name about styles dot about box grid. Then another div, give class name about styles dot about box. Then a heading tag, give class name about styles dot about box heading. Inside this type here our vision. Then after this a paragraph tag, give about styles dot about box text, and inside this let's give our paragraph, that is create a global network. Now after this another div tag, here give class name about styles dot about box. Then a h4 tag, give class name about styles dot about box heading and type our mission. Then let's copy this paragraph tag and now paste it here. Just change the paragraph, that is empower creators and inspire readers. So now both our mission and our vision are present here. Then after this section, let's create team section. Let's create a section tag. Inside this, give class name about styles dot team section. Then a div tag, give class name about styles dot inner container. Then another div, give class name text will be center, margin bottom will be 20. Then a heading tag, give class name about styles dot section title. Inside this, type meet your literary guides. Now a div tag, and let's close this div tag right here. Then give class name about styles dot section underline. So now meet our literary guides are present here with the underline. Now after this, let's create a div, give class name grid, then grid calls 1, for medium screen grid calls 3, and gap will be 8. Then let's type here AP team members, then a map function member comma member, and create an arrow function. Type a div, give class name about styles dot team card, and key will be member dot id. So in this we will be having our id, name, position and image will be used here. So now after passing this, let's create a div, give class name about styles dot team image wrapper. Then image tag, in src type member dot image, and in alt type here member dot name, and give class name to our image tag. It will be about styles dot text team image. Then a div tag. In this, let's close this div tag right here. Give class name about styles dot team overlay. So now the images are present here. Now after this image tag, after this div, give heading tag, give class name about styles dot team name, and let's pass here member dot name. Then after this, create a paragraph tag, give class name about styles dot team position, and in this member dot position. So now after this, create another div, give class name, it will be flex, justify center, and space from x-axis will be 4. Now let's type here icon Facebook, and now it will be Twitter, then Instagram. Then we will be doing a map function, and in map function type here icon, put a comma, index, and create an arrow function. Type here a button tag. In this button, give key will be index, and class name it will be about styles dot social icon. Then in this button, let's type icon and give class name to the icon. Height will be 6, width will be 6. So now after mapping this, the social media icons are present here. Now after this, let's create another section, that is branches section, which will show our branches. So now let's create a section tag. In this section, give class name about styles dot branch section. Then a div tag, give class name about styles dot inner container. Then another div tag, give class name text center, and margin bottom will be 20. Then a heading tag, give class name about styles dot section title, and in this type our literary centuries. Then a div tag, and let's close this div tag right here. Give class name about styles dot section underline. Now we can see it's present here with the underline. So now after this create another div tag, give class name grid, grid calls 1, for medium screen grid calls 2, for larger grid calls 4, and gap will be 8. Then let's type here ap branches.map function, and inside branch put a comma index and create an arrow function, and inside this let's type a div tag, give key will be index, and class name it will be about styles dot branch card. Then a div tag, give class name about styles dot branch image wrapper. Then a image tag, in source type here branch dot image, and in alt it will be branch dot location. So here we will be having our location, hours, and image. So now after this, let's check. So these images are present here. Then after this, give class name to the image tag. It will be about styles dot branch image. Now after this, create a image tag, div tag, and inside this give class name about styles dot branch overlay. So our overlay will be present over the images. Now after this, create another div tag, give class name about styles dot branch info wrapper. Then a div, give another class name, it will be about styles dot branch location wrapper. Then icon map pin, give class name to the icon, height will be 6, width will be 6, text will be this color code. Let's close this. After this, a heading tag, give class name about styles dot branch location, and in this let's pass branch dot location. Now after this, create a div tag, give class name about styles dot branch hours, and inside this give icon clock and give class name, height will be 6, width will be 6, and text will be this color code. Now after this, create a paragraph tag and let's pass here branch dot hours. So now the timing and places are present here. So now after this, it's working fine. Now let's add the item to the cart. So now let's create our cart page first. So now in cart page, let's remove this, and inside this first let's import our Navbar. Now Navbar is imported here. Then in components, let's create cart.jsx. Type here RAFCE. Now in cart page, let's type cart and import it here. Now after this, in cart page, we will be creating our cart page. Now after this, type a div, give class name, styles will be imported here, and for the cart.jsx component, we will be using these styles. Now here dot container, then another div tag, give class name styles dot wrapper, then another div, give class name styles dot header, and a heading tag, give class name styles dot title, and inside this let's give a icon shopping bag and give class name styles dot title icon. Now let's close this icon and let's type here shopping cart. So now our shopping cart with the icon is present here. Now after this, let's create a paragraph tag, give class name styles dot subtitle, and let's type a paragraph. In this we will be typing here const cart comma dispatch is equal to use cart function. So now use cart will be coming from store cart context, then const total is equal to cart dot items dot reduce function. Inside this, sum and index will be passed here. Create an arrow function, sum plus item dot price into item dot quantity. comma 0. Then a use effect hook. Inside this hook, let's create an arrow function. Let's type here local storage dot set item. It will be cart. Put a comma. JSON dot stringify method, and we will be doing cart. Then put a comma and cart will be passed here. Then let's type const get image source is equal to item and create an arrow function. Let's type if type of item dot image is equal to string, then return item dot image, then return, in else case, return item dot image, question mark dot default. So it will return a default if in case of we won't find that image item. Then after this, let's type here const. Here we will be doing increasing, decreasing, and removing the items. So here let's type const increment, that is increase, is equal to an item, create an arrow function, dispatch, type will be add increment and put a comma, payload, it will be id and id will have item.id, put a comma, source will have item.source. So now let's just copy this payload, and now after this let's type const decrement, that is decrease, is equal to item and create an arrow function here, dispatch, and inside this type will be decrement and put a comma here and paste it here. Then after this let's type const remove is equal to item and create an arrow function, and let's type here dispatch, type will be here, type will be remove underscore item. Now here put a comma and paste it here. Now after this type here cart dot items dot length, then after this items cart dot item dot length. So here it will show is not equal to 1 and s in your cart. So it will show you the total number of book we have in our cart. That is not showing the, as we have two different books here, so it will show 2. Then after this we will be getting this increment and decrement using the id. So now let's type here cart dot items dot length is equal to 0, then question mark, create a div, give class name styles dot empty card, then inside this create a div, give class name styles dot empty icon wrapper, then give a icon that is shopping bag, give class name styles dot empty icon, then after this icon create a heading tag, give class name styles dot empty title, and inside this give your cart fields empty. So now if your length is 0 of the cart, it will show your cart is empty. In paragraph tag we will be typing styles dot empty description, and in this we will be giving our description, your reading journey. Then after this create a link tag. Let's copy this link tag and let's import it. Import link from React router DOM. So now after this in link give two property, it will be slash books page and give class name styles dot browse button. Then let's give an icon book open and give class name styles dot browse icon. Now after this link after this icon type browse collections. Now in else case we will be typing here div give class name styles dot card grid. Then another div give class name styles dot cart item. Then after this type cart dot items dot length else dot map function, create an arrow function items, and then type here div give class name gift key dollar item dot source minus item dot id. Then give class name styles dot card item card. Then div give class name styles dot cart item context. Then an image tag. In this type here get image source item, and in alt we will be typing here item dot title. Then in class name it will be styles dot card item image. Now the card items image is present here. Now after this div give class name flex, and another div give class name styles dot cart item top. Then another div here type a h3 tag, give class name styles dot item title, and let's pass here item dot title. Now after this a paragraph tag, give class name styles dot in item author, and let's pass item dot author. So now the item name and the author will be book name and book author will be present here. Now after this a button tag, give on click property, and inside this arrow function type remove item, give class name to the button, it will be styles dot remove button. Then give an icon thrash and give class name to the icon styles dot remove icon. Now as you can see the icon is present here and it's working fine as we have removed it. Let me add 2 more, and now once we hit delete it's removed the item, it's removed the book. Now div give class name styles dot quantity price wrapper. Then another div give class name styles dot quantity controller. Then another div give class name styles dot quantity box. Then inside this a button tag, and in button give on click property and create an arrow function, and here let's type decrement, an item give class name styles dot Cubitian. Then icon minus will be passed here, and inside this give class name to the icon Q icon. So a minus icon is present here. So now let's add 2 items. Now after this button let's create a span tag, and in this span give class name styles dot quantity value, and let's pass here item dot quantity, so it will show you the quantity. Then after this a button tag, in button tag let's just copy this on click and now just paste it here, change it to increment, and now here give the icon plus, and now class name it will be styles dot Q icon. So it will increase the item quantity. So the book quantity will be increasing and decreasing here. So it's working fine. Then after this give a span tag, give class name styles dot item total, give a rupees sign, and here type item dot price into item dot quantity and dot to fixed, as it will give you to the 0.2 value here as 0.80. So now it's working fine. Then after this for each we have to type here, after this div we have to type another span tag and give class name, it will be styles dot price per item, and then we have to type here item dot price. Then inside this to fixed to, and let's type here each. So it will give you the initial price of that thing. Now after this, create a div tag, give class name styles dot summary card. Then a heading tag, give class name styles dot summary title. Then let's type order summary. Now after this, create a div tag, give class name styles dot summary breakdown. Then another div tag, give class name styles dot summary row. Then a span tag, give class name styles dot summary label. Then inside this, let's type subtotal. And inside this, let's pass item dot card dot item dot length. And inside this, items. So it will show you the number of item. Then a span tag, give class name styles dot summary value. And inside this, we will be passing here the price, that is total dot to fixed to 2 decimal point. So here it will be showing subtotal 1 item. So now it's working fine. Then another div in VS Code, give class name styles dot summary row, give a span tag, give class name styles dot summary label, typing here shipping. Then after this, as another span tag, give class name styles dot summary shipping, and here let's type free. Now after this div, another div, give class name styles dot summary row, and here let's copy this span tag and paste it here. Now here change shipping to taxes, and change this to summary value, and change it to calculated at checkout. So now after this, another div tag, give class name styles dot summary total section. Then another div, give class name styles dot total row. Then paste it again here. Change shipping to total, and free will be changed to rupees total dot to fixed 2 decimal points. Change this to total amount. So it will show you the total amount here. So now after this, let's type here a button tag. Then inside this, give class name styles dot checkout button. Then type checkout. Now after this, give an icon here, arrow right, and give class name to the icon, that is styles dot checkout icon. Now after this button, create a link tag, and in this link give 2 property, and it will be /book route, and give class name styles dot continue btn. Then let's pass an icon here, open book, and give class name styles dot continue icon, and inside this let's type continue shopping. So now the button is present here. So now it's all working fine here. Now once we remove, it will show this. Now let me add this, all 4 of them, and now here we can increase or decrease the value here. Now let's click on continue shopping. Now let's create our book page. So now after this, let's close this all, and now go to book page. Now in this, let's remove this, and let's import our navbar here. Then after the navbar, let's import footer, and now as you can see, it's present here. Then here in component, let's create a books.jsx. In this, let's type here RAFCE. Now in book page, let's type here books, and now let's create our books component. Now create a Now first go to our Chrome and go to our GitHub. Go to bookpage.jsx. Now let's copy these first two lines and paste it here. Then after this, copy this import statement. Let's paste it after this. Now after this, let's copy this dummy data. And now after this, paste it here. Now after this, just copy these lines and paste it over here. Now in this, it will be showing that the item is cart using the ID as it's in cart or not. Then in this, we will be getting the quantity using the same ID as it will be showing the quantity. Handle cart will handle the item to cart as it will add the item to the cart. Increment will increase the item using the ID, and decrement will decrease that particular item using the ID function. So now after this, here let's type here import books page style as styles. So now here these styles will be used for the book component. Now after this, let's close this. Now after this, type here multiple states. First, const cart comma dispatch is equal to use cart. Now after this, let's type const location is equal to use location. Then const query params is equal to new URL search params, and we will be searching that using location.search. Then after this, const search from URL is equal to query.get search. So it will be giving you the URL coming from the home page. Then const search term comma set search term is equal to a use state, and it will be showing search from URL. Then again const sort by comma set sort by, so it will be showing the sorted that is coming from the filter. So we'll be in the initial we will be filtering using title. Then const filter category, so it will be a category filter. Then set filter category is equal to use state, and we will be first it will be showing all the categories. So now once we find, it will be coming, this location search will be coming from the home page search button in the banner section. Then after the sorting, in sorting we will be doing it from the title, that is, and the category is here and title is here. So in category it will be all, so it will be showing the all category like this. Now after this, let's type here const filtered book is equal to books dot filter method, and we will be filtering books and arrow function. Inside this, let's type const match category is equal to filter category is equal to all. In that case, or it will be book dot category is equal to filter category. So either it will be all category or it will be filter category. So now lower search, const lower search is equal to search term dot to lower case. So the search term will be in the to lowercase so that it can show all the searches. Then after this, const match search is equal to search term, and it will be empty, or it will be book dot title dot to lowercase. So due to the lowercase, it will show everything that matches that the searches. That includes the lower search, and or it will be book dot author dot to lowercase. So now after this includes the lower search. Now return. So if the match search is found, then return match category and match search. Now make it correct here. Now after this, in this the book title will be given to lowercase, and now after the filtering of the book, let's sort the book dot filter books there dot sort a comma b and create an after this create an arrow function here, and let's type here switch, as it will be cases, switch sort by, so we'll be sorting case price and in price low. So for that case it will return a dot price minus b dot price. So it will be comparing both the books. So for lower it will be comparing this. Then for price high it will return b dot price minus a dot price. That b book dot price will be minusing the a book price. Then case rating, it will return b dot rating minus a dot rating. So it will return the rating. Then for default case it will return a dot title dot local compare b dot title. So it will be giving you the title by alphabetical order. Then sensitivity will be base and numeric it will be true. So if we have 1, 2, 3, it will show above in default case. Now after this, let's type here const categories is equal to all comma new cert books dot map function, and inside this book create an arrow function book dot category. So here it will be setting that book category dot filter method, and it will be boolean. So either it will be true or false. So it will be setting. Then let's create a div, give class name styles dot container. Then another div, give class name styles dot inner container. Then another div, give class name styles dot header wrapper. Then after this, let's create an heading tag h1 tag and give class name styles dot header title, and inside this let's type literary universe. Now let's go and check. Okay, so we have to change this dummy data. Remove this slash forward slash, copy this and just paste it after this. We have to do this for all the books. So let's do this for all this. Now it's completed and it shows literary universe here. So now after this, h1 create a paragraph tag, and in this give class name styles dot header subtitle. Then let's type here explore our curated collection spanning genres and perspective. So now our paragraph is present here. Then after this, create a div tag, give class name styles dot search wrapper. Then another div, give class name styles dot search input wrapper. Then another div, give class name styles dot search input icon wrapper. Then inside this pass an icon search, give class name, height will be 5, width will be 5. For medium screen height will be 6 and width will be 6. Text gray 400 and group hover, group focus within it will be text and this color code. Now close this icon here. Now after this icon here, let's type here. After this div, let's create an input tag. Type will be text, placeholder will be search, titles, author, then value will be search term, and on change it will be pass an event and create an arrow function, search term, event.target.value. Now after this, give class name to the input tag, styles.search input. So our input tag is present here. Now after this, create a div, give class name styles.filterRow. Then another div, give class name styles.selectGroup. Then a select tag, and inside this select tag, give here value, it will be styles filtered category. Then on change, pass event and create an arrow function, set filter category event.target.value. Now after this, give class name to the select tag, that is styles.selectBox. Now inside this, let's type here categories dot filter dot map function. Type here category and create an arrow function. Now inside this, type here option tag. In value, it will be category. In key, it will be category. And now inside this, type here category is equal to all. Then it will check. If it's all, it will show all genres. In else case, it will show category that we have selected. Now after this, another select tag, and inside this select tag, let's type here value will be short by. On change, it will be event and create an arrow function. Set short by, it will be event.target.value. Then give class name, it will be styles.selectBox. Then an option tag. In value, it will be title. Type here short by title. Then after this option, another option tag, value will be price low. And then here let's type here price low to high. Then after this, another option tag, here it will be price high, and it will show price will be high to low. Now after this, another option tag, and in this the value will be rating. So it will be showing top rated. So it will show the rating higher than lower than lower. So it's present here on the UI. Then after this, another div tag, give class name styles.result text. Then showing shorted books.length. Then results. So on right, it will showing 16 results. So it has till now it has total 16 books. When we select a filter, it will show that particular books only. Then a class name book grid. Then inside this, let's pass shorted books.map function book and arrow function. Type here const in cart is equal to is in cart function book.id. So it will check using the id function. Const quantity will be get cart quantity. So we will be getting the quantity using the id 2. Then return div, and inside this key will be book.id. Then give class name to the div, that is styles.bookcard. Then another div tag, give class name styles.imagewrapper. Then our image tag, inside this image tag book.image. And for src, for alt, it will be book.title. Give class name styles.imagestyle. So now the book images are present on the UI. So now after this div, let's type here a h3 tag, give class name styles.title, and inside this let's type book.title. Now after this h3 tag, give a paragraph tag, give class name styles.author, and let's pass book.author. Now type by here. Then after this, let's create a div tag, give class name styles.rating wrapper. Then inside this, let's type here array. Then here let's type here number, and inside this number is finite book.rating question mark type math.floor function book.rating, then else it will be 0, and map function inside this underscore comma index, and let's create an arrow function. Here let's type give icon stars and give class name. It will have width will be 4, height will be 4, fill yellow 400, and stroke yellow 400. So now key will be index. So now after this, create a span tag, give in span tag just type here number dot is finite book dot target book dot rating, and inside this let's type question mark book dot rating dot to fixed 1. In else case it will show NA. So if we have the rating, it will show the rating, else it will show NA. That is not applicable. So here we have rating, here we don't have the rating. Now here we don't have the rating. So now after this, let's type a paragraph tag, give class name styles.description. Now after this, type here book.description. Then after this, a div, give class name styles.price cart wrapper. Then a span tag, give class name styles.price. Then inside this, let's type here book.price to fixed to place, that is 2 decimal places. So now it will show you the price to 2 decimal places. Now after this div, after this span tag, create a div tag, give class name styles.cart button. Inside this, let's type here not in cart, then in that case button. On click, create an arrow function. It will be handle add to cart. So if it's not in cart, it will show this button add to cart, and the icon will be shopping back, give class name height will be 5, width will be 5, and text white. Now in else case, if it's in cart, then it will be a div, give class name, it will be flex item center gap of 1. Then a button tag. Here on click, it will be an arrow function, and inside this handle decrement book.id. Using the book.id, we will be decreasing the value. So pass the icon minus, width will be 4 and height will be 4, and text will be white for the class name. After this, we will have to show the quantity. So it will be a span tag. Let's copy this button tag and let's paste it here. Here change handle decrement to handle increment, and change the icon to plus. So we will be plus the book using ID. So now it's getting add here. So it is coming in the cart. Let me remove all this, and now in browse collection, let me sort it high to low. So it shows the highest price, then it goes to the lowest price. Now again, if we select the genre sci-fi, it will show this, drama and psychology will show this. For top rated, it will show this, that is has the highest rating 4.9 till NA. Then after this, for low to high, so it's all working fine. As it shows title, it will show A, B, C, D. Then now let's close this book page and let's create our contact page. So now in contact, let's import our navbar first, then footer. After this, in components, let's create our contact.jsx. Let's type here RAFCE, and inside this, let's import our contact here. Now let's create our contact component. Let's type here div, and now let's first import contact page styles as styles. So for this contact us, these classes will be applied for this contact component. Now after this, give class name. It will be styles dot contact container styles. Now inside this, type here toast style. Now after this, let's type here const. Now go to GitHub. In contact us page, let's copy these states and now paste it in, remove this const and paste it here. Now after this, let's type here const errors comma set errors is equal to use state hook. Inside this, let's type empty. Then const is submitting comma set is submitting. This state will help by as sending a single request. So state and value will be false. Now let's, in this we will having these data here, and toast will have this. Now let's copy this validata form. So after this, paste it here. So it will validate whether we have name in the field or not. Email and message is required. It will show that error if the form is not filled with these details. Now after this, let's create our function submit data and redirect us to WhatsApp web with the data. Now let's type const handle submit is equal to event and arrow function. Inside this, let's type e.prevent default, as it will stop the page from reloading. Now after this, let's type if not validated form, then return const WhatsApp number is equal to, let me give a number here. Then after this, const text lines is equal to, now let's go to again on GitHub and let's just copy this text line here, and now let's paste it here. Here we will be sending the data as name, email, phone number, subject, and message will be sent to this WhatsApp number whenever we fill the form here. It will join them here as a text. Then after this, let's type here const URL is equal to, again on WhatsApp, on GitHub, let's copy this URL. So this is the URL for the WhatsApp web. So it will take us to this number now, and it will pass the text as the data. Then window.open URL, put a comma and pass here underscore blank, as it will open on a new tab. Then set form data. Now here let's just copy this form data, and now here just paste it here. Now after this, let's type here set errors, and in this we will be typing here empty. Then after this, let's type here const handle change, and it pass an event, give an arrow function, type const name comma value is equal to event dot target. Then after this, let's type here set form data previous value, and then let's pass previous comma name will be event value. Then after this, if errors name, if the error in name happens, then set errors previous will be previous, put a comma, and let's type here name will be empty. So after this handle change, let's type here toast dot visible, and let's type a div tag, give class name, it will be styles dot toast style. Inside this, let's pass toast dot type, so it will show a positive or a negative result. Then toast dot type, if it's a success, then it will show icon that is check circle, and let's import this check circle here. Import check circle from Reusable React. Now after this, give a class name to the icon, height will be 5 and width will be 5, margin right will be 2. Now in else case, it will show icon that is alter circle, give class name, height will be 5, width will be 5, and margin right will be 2. Now give a span tag, and we will be passing here toast.message, so it will show this toast. Now let's close this and let's refresh it here in contact page. Now after this, let's create a div, give class name container, margin from x-axis will be auto, padding from x-axis will be 4, for medium screen padding from x-axis will be 6. Then a div, give class name styles dot header style, and inside this create a h1 tag, give class name, text will be 4XL, font will be bold, text gray 800, and margin bottom will be 4. Inside this, let's type contact us. Now after this, create a paragraph tag, give class name text gray 800, make it 600, max width will be 2XL, MX auto. Then inside this, let's give a paragraph, have questions or feedback, we would love to hear from you. So it's present here. Then after this div, let's create another div, give class name grid, grid calls 1, for larger screen grid calls 3, gap will be 8. Then another div tag, give class name, it will be styles dot contact info card style. Then a h2 tag, give class name styles dot section heading style. Inside this, let's type here contact information. Now after this, another div tag, give class name, space from y-axis will be 6. Another div, give class name styles dot contact item styles. Then let's pass an icon that is map pin, give class name, height will be 6, width will be 6, and text will be this color code. Let's close this icon. So icon is visible here. After this, let's type a div, inside this a h3 tag, give class name, font will be medium, text gray 800, and margin bottom will be 1. Let's type here our location. Then after this, a paragraph tag, give class name text gray 600. Inside this, let's give a dummy address 123 Book Street, LS Library City, and LC 10001. Now after this, copy this div tag and paste it again. Change this icon here to mail, and now change this heading to email, and now let's change this paragraph as it will be contact@bookshell.com. Then after this, again paste it here and change this icon to phone, and here in H3 give here call us. Then again give a dummy number, that is +91 and any number. Now after this div, let's create our form. Let's create a div so it is present on the UI here. Now after this div, in this give class name styles dot contact form card style. Then h2 tag give class name styles dot section heading style. Inside this, let's type here send us a message via WhatsApp. Now after this, let's type a form tag, and in form tag let's type on submit and let's pass handle submit here. Give class name space form y axis will be 6. Then create a div tag, give class name grid, then grid calls 1 for medium screen, grid calls 2, and gap will be 6. Then let's type here name, put a comma, email, then here dot map function, and inside this type here filter field, then a arrow function, and inside this let's give a div, give class name space from y axis will be 2, then key will be field. Then after this, let's create a label tag, and inside this label tag give class name styles dot label style, and let's give a label, that is field dot character at 0 to uppercase, and inside this plus field dot slice method 1. Then a span tag, give class name text red 500 and asterisk pass here, so it will give you the name and email here. Now after this, let's create a div, give class name, it will be styles dot input wrapper style, then let's pass a field is equal to name. Then in that case it will be showing a user icon, and the icon will have class name, position will be absolute, left will be 3, top will be 3, height will be 5, width will be 5, and text gray 400. Now after this, let's copy this class name, and now in else case it will be showing mail, and paste it here. Let's close this icon here. So now we can see the icon is present here for name and email. Now after this, our input tag type will be field is equal to email. Then in that case it will show email, in else it will show text. Then after this, name will be field, then value it will be form data and field will be passed here. In on change, type here handle change, then give class name to the input tag, that is styles dot input style. Then after this, let's pass here errors field, and create a paragraph tag, and in paragraph tag give class name styles dot error style. And now let's close this paragraph tag here. Let's pass here errors field will be passed here. So now after this let's create another div tag. Give class name, space from y-axis will be 2, a label. In this label we will be giving a class name that is styles dot label style. Inside this let's give phone, and a span tag, give class name text gray 500, and now let's pass here optional. Now after this it will show phone optional label. Then after this label let's create a div tag, give class name styles dot input wrapper style. Then a icon that is phone, give class name to the icon. Position will be absolute, left will be 3, top will be 3, text gray 400, height will be 5, and width will be 5. Then let's close this. After this let's type an input tag. Type will be phone, type will be tel, and name it will be phone, and value it will be form data dot phone, and here give on change it will be handle change. Then give class name, it will be styles dot input style. So now after this let's copy this div and let's paste it here again. Change phone to subject. Now change here, let's remove this icon here, we don't need the icon here, and let's remove this div here, and now let's remove this div here. Now after this let's change name to subject, and type will be changed to type will be removed here, and form data will be subject. So now a subject is present here, a phone is present here. Now after this again paste it here. Now inside this let's change phone will be changed to message, and color will be changed to red, and now remove this optional button here. Then after this in phone remove this phone, and let's type here message icon, message square icon. Then inside this change name. Firstly let's change this input tag to text area. Then after this remove this type here. Then name will be changed to message, and a rows will be added here which will be 4. Value will be changed to form data dot message, and in styles it will be changed to text area style. Now after this create errors dot message and then a paragraph tag. Inside this give a class name styles dot error style. Then after this wait, remove this and let's close this paragraph here, and let's pass errors dot message. So now after this div create a button tag. Inside this give type will be submit, and give it will be disabled is equal to true if it is submitting. Then give class name styles dot submit button style. A div tag, give class name styles dot send icon wrapper style. Let's pass a icon that is send. Give class name width will be 5, height will be 5, and margin from right will be 2. Let's type send via WhatsApp. So after this a button will be shown here. So now let me fill this details. Now change this number, then in subject nothing, and message will be trying or testing. Click on send. So it will take you to this particular number with these details here. Let's close this. And now after this, we have completed our front end for now. Let me show you. Now here, this is all completed. In about us, we have completed this. For books, we have completed this. And in contact, we have completed this. For cart, it will be here. Now let's just go for the sign in option. Here, let's type hexagon@gmail.com. And now here, let's type here the password. Click, it will show this. So it's working fine. After this, let's click on back to home. Then search for the and search. So it will take you to the search route and it will show all the THE as it has the lowercase also. Once we click on high to low, it will show the doctor as it has the highest and the alchemist as the lowest price. Let us add these things to our cart here. Now in home, let me add to collections, and we must add all 4 of them here. We can change the positive value and negative value here. We can increase or decrease the value. In cart, we can also increase or decrease the value or remove it from the cart. So all the functionalities are working fine. Let me check it if it's responsive or not for all the devices. So our home page is responsive for all the devices. Now for our book page, it is responsive, but it's taking to the down of the page. To fix that, go to our about us page, and inside this, let's type a use effect hook so that whenever we visit our site, it will take us to the top of this hook, to the top of the page. Type here window.scroll to 0, 0 and copy this use effect hook and paste it here. Now let's import this use effect hook for all of them. Paste it here. So whenever we refresh our page, it will be taking us to the top of the page. Whenever we change the tabs, so it will be doing this thing here. Paste it for the home page also. Now after this, let's again visit it. Now go to contact, it will take us to the top. So our contact us page is also responsive for all. Then in about us, it is responsive. So now this is all. Stay tuned for the backend part, and thanks for watching.